Indie animation has taken over the internet, and with it we get a lot of variety. Back then in the 2010s, you will not see anything like this with only a few exceptions that existed at the time. So here we are in the 2020s, multiple shows, each with their own unique art style, story, and flair. So with that, I wanted to talk about some of the indie animated shows that I have watched over the years and rank them from worst to best. My ranking system will go from peak to good, they're alright, and to the lowest tier, which is I'll pass, which basically means that I probably won't be checking out the rest of the show when they do come out. Okay, so we have our tier list here. Note this ranking of mine here is going to be unscripted, so everything here is going to be my raw reaction. So if I'm very informal, that's probably why, because it's unscripted. So I'll first begin with. Now this is probably one of the more recent indie animated pilots that have came out recently. I think this is actually the most recent indie show that has premiered, and it's Homestuck. Homestuck apparently is an adaptation of a webcomic of the same name. Now, I didn't read the webcomic at first when I started watching the pilot, so I didn't really know much about it. So, I didn't really know what to expect. I knew it had, a video game aesthetic, and the art style looked actually pretty cool to watch, but, I don't know, I'll put it into I'll pass, because, from watching the pilot, I didn't really get a lot from it. How I can describe Homestuck is that stuff happens. That's it. It's just stuff happens, and I don't know how. I really don't know what to think about it. It's just some cool animation bits, and I love the pop-up art style stuff. They'll do these pop-up things that appear in a video game, and I like that aesthetic about it. But other than that, there's really just nothing there for me. I don't really get the hype behind it, and I feel like a lot of people were also confused too, and people said this is actually a really good adaptation of the comic, since you actually don't know what's really going on in the first page of the webcomic. But I mean, if that's what they were going for, mission accomplished, I guess. But other than that, I don't really know. And also the dialogue was filled with too much swears. I don't know, do you guys know the written by Vipsy Pop joke? Yeah, this is kind of what it sounds like, and I feel like it's way too much. Hold on, I'll roll a clip maybe so you understand what I mean.
Fuck's sake, fucking title to this shit. BS. Ironic horse shit. There she fucks. Such a piece of shit. The fuck is that?
Yeah, okay, that's what I mean. I don't know about you, but I didn't really get much from Homestuck, so I feel like once more episodes start premiering, I don't think I'm going to be checking them out, because the pilot didn't really give me a reason to check out the rest of the show, but yeah, I'll just leave it at that. So up next we have Interstellar Ranger Commence. Now, I thought this was actually a pretty bold choice for a show to make. Apparently it's anime inspired, and they even got the anime theme song to go with it, and can I just say, the theme song is actually really good. I do like I like it. The animation is actually also pretty good for an indie show, and this is also being made by a bunch of people who are movie reviewers, and so TV show reviewers, movie show reviewers. That means they know a thing or two about when it comes to critiquing stories and how plotlines are supposed to go. So yeah, and this is coming from the Brown Table, and I watched the Brown Table videos. These videos are really good, and so yeah, this is a very interesting concept, a space anime type adventure about students training up in space to become space rangers to defend the galaxy or the world. I don't know, I didn't really get much of the synopsis, but it was a cool idea at first, and the animation is pretty good to go along with it when it isn't, I don't know, it's, the anime, I don't know how to describe the animation, it's good and all, but it's also pretty stiff. You can feel it's very indie. Okay, so wait, hold on, let me just put in where it's ranked first, and I'll rank it in I'll pass. I know, okay, you might be thinking I'm crazy because, you heard me praising it all the time earlier, but then, here's what I think. Okay, my praises first. The animation's pretty good, and considering this is an indie project, and it's trying to go for the whole anime thing, it's really good. The music is really good too. You just heard me glazing the theme song earlier, so yes, it's also really good. But the part that gets to me, and the reason I'll probably pass on the show is because, it feels directionless, honestly. Okay, so I'm gonna be honest for a second. I know there's 4 episodes out right now, I didn't watch the 4th episode or the 3rd episode. It's like, it felt kind of directionless. I don't know. Like, I feel, I don't know what the plot is anymore. Like, the plot was to train to become the best ranger, but then you throw in this supposedly romance subplot, but then I don't know what's really happening anymore. It's like, okay, it's been a while since I've watched this show, so like, I may be getting a few points wrong, but like, still, like, it's just feels directionless. Like, the theme song clearly shows they're gonna go on an alien planet some point in the story, and they're also gonna, like, have some emotional bond problems or something. Like, this girl gets trapped in a spider web, or this girl has superpowers right now. I don't know what the direction for the show is. Like, I'm just confused already. I'll give my flowers to them when I can, but, like, also, honestly, aside from the directionless story, I feel like the voice acting could have been way better. It's like, I don't know, it's kind of hard to watch a bit at times. Like, I'm staring at all this beautiful animation and the music score and all this, like, concepts and designs. Okay, like, I don't mean to sound mean, but I'm then jump scared by this kind of voice acting. Like, I don't know, it doesn't help by the fact that the brown table guy, like, the main channel guy, like, he actually voices in this too. Like, I was not expecting that at all. But, like, now that I think about it, I probably should have expected that, but, like, he does a good job voice acting for the most part, like, in other projects, just not this one. I don't know why. Like, he puts a lot of effort into, like, his other voice acting gigs. Like, he did this Superman animation thing, he did a good voice for that one. He did his Spectacular Spider-Man reanimation thing to the Invincible scene. He did a good job in that. I don't know why, but his role in Interstellar Ranger Commands, it was not that good, so I don't know. Like, yeah, I'll kind of pass on Interstellar Ranger Commands, because I kind of stopped at episode 2, because I realized, yeah, this show's kind of boring, honestly, if I'm being honest. But, like, still, yeah, like, I just thought it was boring. So, like, I thought it was cool at first, but then it became boring. So, yeah, that's where I stand in Interstellar Ranger Commands. But now we have Port by the Sea. And this one, I actually kind of like. I'll put it in, it's alright. Like, honestly, it's not the most rewatchable thing in the world, but like Interstellar Ranger Commands, the concept is cool as hell. Like, look, you got a world that's like, a world that's been ruined by the gods, the god Tiamat. Like, ended up shattering the moon and has to deal with this boy and this girl, like, on a mission to retrieve all the shattered pieces of the moon to fix it somehow. And these shattered moon pieces, they actually create kaijus in their areas. And I think that's just cool. Like, it's a cool design. Like, I like the art style. And, okay, honestly, I don't have a lot to say about this, because it's also been a while since I watched this. But, like, I feel like it's pretty cool, honestly. Like, the animation's good. The kaiju designs are cool. The character designs are cool. Honestly, like, the design of this world, it reminds me of Steven Universe a lot. Like, I really don't have a lot to say. I just like it's very cozy. I should probably check it out again. But, like, yeah, I think Port by the Sea is alright. It's pretty cozy. But up next we have Catching Up. Now, Catching Up is another show that's made by a YouTuber who's a movie critique and TV show critique also. So, I also think it should have been better, because, you know, this guy who is Ellis Mark, he likes to critique a bunch of stuff. So, I think it would be pretty good, and I just thought his indie pilot was okay. Like, it's also an alright. I actually prefer it over Port by the Sea, because, at least with Catching Up, I can see myself watching way more episodes of this than Port by the Sea. It's like, Port by the Sea, no offense, you do not work as an indie show. You should work as a full-on TV show funded by a big corporation. Like, yeah, you need that scope to really bring your vision, if I'm gonna be honest. But Catching Up seems more lower and grounded, and, like, I like it. Like, it's just simple, fun. Like, it's just a simple, like, high school life. But, like, for some reason, like, I don't know. Like, it was there. I don't know. Like, I have some problems with it, like kind of like the tonal whiplash of it, because, like, at first it seems like, oh, it's just gonna be like it's gonna be like a Saturday morning cartoon. Like, the art style, like, look at the art style, like, it's rigged animation, and I think it's a good rigged animation. Like, it actually works and feels like a TV show. The backgrounds, I like it. Like, the backgrounds are nice. Like, say what you want, but, like, it's sometimes not matching the characters, but then, well, like, it works for what they're trying to go for. I think it's a pretty unique style. But like, other than that, like, you can't go wrong with this kind of thing. It's like, look, you got anthro animals in a cartoon form, and you got the cat and mouse dynamic. At least I think Clay is a cat. I don't know, someone correct me, but like still, like I do like it. I do like the style, but like I feel like there's kind of a tonal whiplash in this thing, cause like all of a sudden you think it's a kid's show, but all of a sudden they drop an F-bomb or something.
Yo, what the fuck did you just say?
I don't know. I think it was an F-bomb, but all I remember there was the B word, and I'm not gonna say what it is because I don't swear honestly, but like still, like it was a bit of a tonal whiplash, but honestly, like I feel like this thing could have been shorter. That's my critique of it. Like I think that this thing went on way too long. But I feel like if you're gonna make this an adult show, you might as well change the humor style. Cause like the humor style, I like it if it's like something like a lower rated show. But it appears that it wanted to be like an adult show also. So I feel like if you're gonna be an adult show, at least raise the jokes up a little bit. Cause the humor works in self-contained ways, you might as well wanna just upgrade yourself in a way. But yeah, that's my take on catching up. So moving on. But now we have The Art of Murder. Now, I really like this one. Like, it's a huge step, in my opinion, it's a huge step up from catching up. So, but it's still in the alright category. Now, for one, again, the animation, I really like it. It's I don't know how to say it, but like, The Art of Murder is basically Toy Story, but drawings. Like, The Art of Murder, like, it's really, I think it's like a really nice, like, idea. Like, I feel like this could have been a movie instead of an indie show, because the premise of it is like somebody murdered a character. And like the episode one is stated like volume 1 or something, like, sketchbook 1, that's correct. But it's gonna be like that type of show where you investigate one character for an entire episode, and then the next episode you investigate the next character. It's that type of show. And like, can I just say, like, I think you are limiting yourself so much for doing that. Like, you could have just instead made yourself an indie movie, but instead you made a show. But like, honestly, that's kind of a nitpick of mine, but like, also, it's a musical. I like musicals, and I think the songs here, what they did, it's pretty good. Like, I just rewatched it recently. Like, honestly, the songs are pretty good, actually, but like, they're not the most memorable, but it's pretty good. And I say, like, I'm gonna glaze the animation again, because like, I don't know, like, the animation is really good. Like, I don't know how you get animation of this quality from like a small indie studio, but like you got the animation mimicking old Disney 2D movies, and you also got an anime character that's literally named Sasuke for some reason, and he actually speaks in Japanese. Like, that's what that part I think is really cool. You also got another character which is basically a character from a Saturday morning cartoon, and you also got, like a rom-com Nintendo DS character in there, and like, I think that's also pretty cool. It's like, it works. Like, they really nailed the art style of everything, and I love the aesthetic. Like, the aesthetic is like at early morning, like from midnight to 6 a.m. So you're always gonna get like a dark nice blue background with everything. So yeah, The Art of Murder, I think it's a very pretty good show, but like, it's not up there yet in good, because like, it's a show it's a pilot that I don't really rewatch, so it goes in alright. But I feel like if you guys watch it, you're gonna think it's actually pretty good. So I advise checking it out, because like, honestly, anything in the They're Alright section, I'd watch new episodes of those, but I probably won't rewatch them a lot. So if you get my drift, okay? So moving on. Up next, we have Pretty Please, I Don't Wanna Be a Magical Girl. Now, I'll put this in good, honestly. I put it above, like, it's like, honestly, Pretty Please, I Don't Wanna Be a Magical Girl. I'm just gonna abbreviate it to I Don't Wanna Be a Magical Girl. I'm not gonna say the Pretty Please all over again, but still, the I Don't Wanna Be a Magical Girl, it's a unique take on the indie animation space, because you know why? Because the pilot is in the form of an animatic, and I think this is kind of ingenious way to do it, because you know what, like, what are the chances your show is gonna get picked up, and why spend all the time in fully animating scenes when you can just get the main point out of the way, which is your story and characters and your the basic look of what you want. It's like there's actually one animated segment in this entire 11-minute and 11-second pilot. Well, very symmetry, but like there's just one animated segment, and it's like it gives you a basic look of how the show will actually look once fully animated, but the rest of the episode is in animatic form, and I think that's very cool and unique, and it actually garnered a good amount of attention. I'm pretty sure the roundtable talked about it, but yeah, still, like, look, it's one heck of a way to introduce a pilot, but you also get the concept, and this concept, honestly, this feels like something Disney Channel would pick up, but the only difference is that they swear in it. Like, again, it's like, I have the same critique with catching up on this one. On the one hand, you also get a bit of a tonal whiplash, just like, you look at the art style, it's like, oh my gosh, it's so innocent, it's so cute. It looks like a Disney cartoon, because guess what? The person who worked on this is a Disney animator, and that's why the art style looks like this, and I honestly like the art style. Like, it's very cute, it's nice to look at, and it's like, how do I say it? It's kind of like, reminds me of Star vs. the Forces of Evil, and a mix of Big City Greens. Which, funny enough, the creator of this is a Big City Greens animator. Like, still, like, I like the concept. A magical girl doesn't want to be a magical girl. It's literally in the title, and like, she wants to just live a normal life at school. It's just reverse. Like, you know, like how in shows usually it's a normal girl wants to be something more, but then this one it's a not normal girl, a magical girl in this case, wants to be the normal person. I think that's a really nice concept that you can do a lot of fun episodes with. You could actually have this show like run on like 40 episodes a season, but since it's gonna be indie, it's probably gonna have like 10 episodes max per season. But still, like, look, I like the concept. Like, the characters are also funny. I'm pretty sure there's gonna be a romance side plot between the two main characters, and also, like, look. The character designs are also pretty good. Like, look at them. Look at them. Look at them. You don't think that's pretty neat? Now look at the villains too. Look at them. But also, you literally get just humor like this, and I think that's hilarious. But like, still, like, yeah, pretty please. I don't want to be a magical girl is pretty good, and I cannot recommend it enough. It really feels like something a big studio would make. But then you have no restraint when it comes to language, because I don't know why this bomb just came out of nowhere.
The curve is fucked!
So up next we have Satina. Now, I'm pretty sure you guys probably heard about Satina, but like, honestly, Satina is like probably one of the more obscure ones that I've heard of. Like, and I kind of love it for that. Like, honestly, like, it's another indie show that's like set in hell or something, but like, I don't know, I feel like this one works. Like, it's fun and wholesomeness. Like, we follow Satina, the title character, who is the daughter of Lucia, which is, I think it's a female version of Lucifer. Like, yeah, we follow her. She's basically the daughter of Satan. And Satan in this universe, Lucia in this case, she married a regular mortal human. So that's like the synopsis on why they have a child together. And like, so it's basically hijinks. It's like basically hijinks every episode. Now, look, every episode count of this show is like inconsistent. You can have episodes that are like 11 minutes long, but you can also have episodes that are like a minute long, sometimes not even a minute. And yeah, like, all I can say is, it's just wholesome fun. It's just wholesome fun. There's surprisingly not, like, I thought there was gonna be a lot of swears in this thing, but apparently there's not much actually. There's like innuendos in a way, but like, there's just mentions, there's implications, but there's no direct swearing. It's like, I feel like they wanted to keep the aesthetic of like making it seem like a regular kids show, but then it's actually not. It's kind of like a nice twist on it. Like, just look at the art style. Like, look at the background specifically, actually. Like, there's like a sequence in one of the teasers for an upcoming Satina episode, and you look at the backgrounds of what I can basically call hell, or it's the underworld. I forgot what they referred it to, but the backgrounds remind me of Chowder. Do you guys remember Chowder? Like, look, just look at these backgrounds. Tell me that doesn't remind you of Chowder. But still, like, yeah, like the art style for Satina, I like it. It's like cute and wholesome. It looks like a wholesome cartoon, but then deep down, it's actually not. It's actually not. Like, it's really not. Like, it's literally involves hell. I don't understand. Like, I feel like this is really something that would have like premiered like maybe like all the way back in like the 1970s or 80s, back then, back when TV restrictions were not that restrictive. Like, still, yeah, like Satina is just cute and wholesome fun. I think you should check it out too. But up next we have Helluva Boss, which I'll put in good. Now, look, Helluva Boss Season 1. I really like it. Like, look, actually, there's actually a lot of Helluva Boss to talk about now. And, you know, I already did a video of Helluva Boss and how I say I like a lot of their music. Actually, but like, as a show, I'll say Helluva Boss Season 1 was pretty good. It's fun hijinks of them just doing murder rampages across Earth. It was like funny, but like they also introduced like some of the side plot with Stolas and Blitz, like as kind of like a comedic bit at first, but then it eventually gets serious. Like, I feel like Season 1 worked really well. But then we get to Season 2. You got some good episodes in Season 2, like you had some really good ones, but then you also got some really bad ones, so like I feel like that kind of soured the show for me. Like, I really would have placed Helluva Boss a bit higher, but then, you know, Season 2 kind of ruined it for me. Hopefully Season 3 can, and like the first premiere episode of it kind of is also good, so like maybe it's gonna be good, but I don't know, like, but still, like, currently Helluva Boss, it would have been went to peak if it not went to good. Like, I don't know, like, I'm not gonna say a lot about Helluva Boss because I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys know what Helluva Boss is like already, and you probably have checked it out yourself. So I'm just gonna say this, like, my likes for Helluva Boss, the animation, like, okay, yes, I've glazed a lot of these projects' animations, but like, so like the animation is really good. I think it's probably the best looking indie show of all time. It's like, just look at some of these shots here. I really do love the look of these shots. And also the music, like, again, look at my video. I made a video about talking about the music of Helluva Boss. But also the action, like the action in the show actually gets insanely well done. But yeah, that's all I'm gonna say about Helluva Boss. But up next we have Murder Drones, which I also think is pretty good. Like, in similar vein to Helluva Boss, it's basically Helluva Boss, but minus the swears and the hell parts, and they're all robots now. So like, look, Murder Drones, like, honestly, it's the type of show you don't really have to take seriously. You're literally just there for like whatever robot shenanigans in there, and the action, like, that's kind of pretty much it. And I think that's what makes Murder Drones so appealing. Like, you're just there, turn your brain off, just watch the episode. You're gonna have some moments where it's like emotional and lore deep. Like, look, okay, now I think about Murder Drones, the appeal is the lore. The lore of Murder Drones is like really deep. Like, there's a lot of cryptid stuff in there, and I think some of the art direction in Murder Drones is really good, and the animation and action, again, is pretty good. And considering it's also a 3D show, and again, 3D is also hard to do, it's also more expensive to do, so, you know, like, it's impressive that they managed to even get a 3D show, and they actually finished it. They actually finished the show. It's like, I don't know any other indie show that's currently finished. Like, still, it's still like, look, Murder Drones is like, it's a turn your brain off show, but then when there's lore drops, you gotta look really deep into it if you want to catch the lore drops. Like there's like a sequence in episode 7 or 8 of Murder Drones, I think, like episode 8. It's the episode where they discover that Sin is actually It's the episode where they actually discover that Tessa was Sin the whole time. If you're not looking correctly, you're gonna miss it, actually. It's like, I missed it the first time. Like, I thought Tessa just died or something and Sin came out of nowhere, but no, apparently Sin was Tessa the whole time. So like, look, yeah, Murder Drones, it's just a fun time. It's a turn your brain off cartoon that you can also be invested into the lore, but you're mostly just there for the action and the characters and doing random stuff and stupid things. Like, yeah, that's my take on Murder Drones. Up next we have the Gaslight District. Now this one, I was kind of looking forward to this. Like, at first I thought it was gonna be a 2D show, because, you know, like the first teaser by Part-Time Seagull was 2D, but then I discovered it was a 3D show, and when I saw the art style, I was like, okay, I am hooked on this. So you know what? I'm gonna put Gaslight District in the top of good. I really like this show. Look, I'm gonna look at just the art style, not the animation this time, the art style. Like, I'm just baffled by how they even got to this quality. Like, just look at this. What, like, can you even call this indie anymore? Like, this is, like, so well done. This is animated way better than any other 3D show I've seen in a while. And considering this is from an indie team too, so, like, this is also really good. And, like, just look at some of these sequences. Like, some of these sequences are just crazy. They're, like, blowing my minds. Like, also, like, look, the characters... Yeah, we actually don't get a lot from them. Like, honestly, like, my critique for, like, Gaslight District pilot, like, it feels like a season finale, and it really shouldn't. Like, I feel like we skipped over a lot of things in the pilot. That's why I put it in just good and not peak, because, like, I really enjoyed the pilot, the art style, the music direction. Also, like, the character, the design of the world. Like, you have all these supposedly 3D shapes, but they're warped in a way to make them seem like 2D. I like it. Like, just look at the shipping crate here. Like, look, it's just like bent at an angle. And, like, you think that it's supposed to be bent, but no, that's actually just how it looks. That's just the art style. Like, look, like, really, Gaslight District, what's carrying it for me is really the art style. But then, the suspense of it also, it's like, you know, you got a character, which is Mel, who is human in the world of the undead, and the human is supposedly gonna cause, like, the death of all the undead. And you see where I'm going. I don't know if you see where I'm going with this, but, like, still, like, I think that's just a concept that I want to get into more. I want to invest in more. And, like, now that the secret is kind of out, like, in the end of the... Okay, I'm gonna say, like, in the end of the pilot, it feels like a season finale. I really felt like there should have been more episodes in between this. Like, the Gaslight District could have been a show where it could have a lot of episodes. It's like, they're a mob boss family. You could have had, like, the mob boss task of the week thing, but then we end up getting, like, the season finale before the season even starts. So, like, that's my critique of the Gaslight District. But other than that, I really enjoyed my time with the Gaslight District, so I'll put it in good. And I think it left a better impression for me than Murder Drones. So, yeah, that's where I go with it. But up next, we have the most recent Glitch Productions show, which is The Knights of Guinevere. I'm just gonna say, it's kind of peak, honestly. Like, look, you got Dana Terrace here, you got the creator of the Outlaws, like, you cannot go wrong with that. Like, the animation, look, at first, it's not as good as Helluva Boss. Like, Helluva Boss is actually insane with its 2D animation. But, like, Knights of Guinevere, you cannot tell me this is just a TV episode. Like, this just looks like a TV episode. Like, this is from the very start also. If this is just how they look from the start, imagine how they're gonna look as episodes progress. But, like, still, like, you got an animator and a proper showrunner here, which is Dana Terrace. And, like, you got a whole, like, world... You got, like, a whole world that's, like, based on anti-mega corporation. Like, Park Planet being a representation of Disney and how they treat their staff is kind of, like, it's kind of, like, funny. It's funny, but, like, it's also dark and it's actually kind of the truth. Like, look, I think they did diss Disney a lot in this thing. I feel like deserved also, but there comes a point where Disney is, like, just not funny anymore. But, like, Knights of Guinevere actually balances this a lot. Like, in Knights of Guinevere, you have three types of characters. One that's really, like, anti-Disney anymore, that's Frankie's boss. And you have the character that still has the whimsical side of what they want to see in Disney. And that's Frankie herself. And you got the person who knows about the struggles and the hardships about working in a mega corporation like Disney, but then is still willing to give them a chance. And, like, you got that in Andy. So, like, I feel like you kind of fill up all the good and bad stuff about Disney in there. And I think that's why Knights of Guinevere kind of works as a critique for Disney kind of thing. It's like, when most shows, like, do, like, when they take digs at, like, major corporation, it's kind of, like, overdone. But Knights of Guinevere kind of balances it. But aside from the Disney critiquing aside, Knights of Guinevere also just works on its own thing. Like, I feel like I really like the animation, the characters are pretty fun to work with, and also Andy is Filipino, and, you know, we need more Filipino representation in cartoons, so I like that. And also, yeah, what else can I say, the world design is very good. Like, look at this, the big corporation Park Planet, it's like hovering over the literal planet. That's why it's called Park Planet, because it's literally in orbit. And it's like, it ends up polluting the entire Earth, because they're the biggest corporation in that world. And so, like, but just like look at the design. Like there's so many background details. Like I didn't catch them all. Like just like look at the top view scene, and you'll see like the water's polluted like oil, and like there's a bunch of people like with blue patches on their skin. Because apparently there's this thing called blue lung which is a disease that was created by Park Planet in the show. So like there's like a lot of background details. You got the stuff like with the posters and the art of said posters and vandalism on the wall. They're really on point. Like you really get the vibe of like, yeah, this is Disneyland. This is supposed to be like kind of a metaphor for Disney and how they're kind of bad right now. But yeah, Knights of Guinevere I think is just really peak, and I am excited to see where the story goes. And I honestly thought it wouldn't hook me as much as Gaslight District, but I was wrong, because now I am more excited for Knights of Guinevere than I am for the Gaslight District. But now we have Lackadaisy. Now, Lackadaisy, I've not, like, similarly to Homestuck, it was also a webcomic before, and like Homestuck, I never read the webcomic. I just saw a few previews and trailers and animatics for the pilot of Lackadaisy. I was like, oh, I kind of want to check this out. So I waited for the pilot to come out, and when I finally watched the pilot, honestly, the story was super simple, but that's why it works, so I'm gonna put it in peak. Like honestly, Lackadaisy, I really like it. The art animation is probably the best looking animated pilot. Like it's probably the best looking animated indie show. It's like, look, it's like unlike all the other ones, instead of being on rigged animations like Helluva Boss and the Knights of Guinevere, and it's on hand-drawn animation. And like I think the hand-drawn animation they're doing here is like really good, because it's like mimicking the feel of an old Disney movie, and I really like it. Like also the backgrounds and sets, like the music design also, I think Lackadaisy kind of has it all. Like it's really good. Like I don't know, I can't really say a lot. It's like the aesthetic of it. That's it, the aesthetic. Like the grainy filter over it. Like I really like the vibe it goes for. And somehow, I know like Lackadaisy, it's actually a lot of dialogue. We have a few shorts that came out recently, and like it's literally just all dialogue. But I don't know why that dialogue is just interesting to listen to. I don't know how they do it. Maybe it's the 1920s aesthetic. But I don't know. Like it's just Lackadaisy is really I don't know if I'm gonna call it relaxing, but it's just nice to listen to. It's like watching an old Disney movie. Like you ever just turn on 101 Dalmatians and then you listen to like Pongo speak or something, or like the guy the husband that hates Cruella de Vil. Like I don't know, something about that is satisfying. And like Lackadaisy is the same. It brings that satisfying energy of an old Disney movie, but then to modern times, because now you got Michael Kovac in it. Like Lackadaisy is just a really fun watch. I could not recommend it enough. I really want to see the rest of the season, but that's probably not going to come in maybe like 2027, because it's hand-drawn animation. So now we have the Animation vs. Animator series by Alan Becker. And I'm gonna put it above Lackadaisy. I'm sorry, look, I know I praise Lackadaisy for literally having everything I wanted. Like, this one hits me, this one's personal, okay? Like, look, you know those old stick figure videos like you've been seeing like all across the internet before? Like, yeah, this is basically this times 10. Because unlike those other stick figures, this stick figure show has a proper plot. You go on the journey with all these stick figures, and there is not a single piece of dialogue for either of them. All communication is done through body language and visual storytelling. And that's what I kind of like about it. Like, it's not anything too deep, and like, I don't know, like these stick figures go on so many journeys. They're so endearing to go along with the journey with. They have fought Minecraft, they fought the Animator, they fought other video game characters. And they've been through a lot of it. Actually, I think they mostly fought video game characters. That's why it's like, well, like Minecraft is the most popular in the videos. Like, I don't know, serialized sense, the Animation versus series is like really good. Like, honestly, like I don't know why it's like so fun to watch. Like the fight choreography. Like, okay, I think the fight choreography in the Animation versus series is probably better than most TV shows today. I think it's better than Helluva Boss fight choreography, and I think it's better than Murder Drones as well, which is kind of a high bar because those animation fights are like really good. Like, just look at the latest episode, Animation vs. Animator, which is the Animation vs. Animator Season 2, Episode 4. I don't know what label is it actually, but like, look, the animation there is just crazy. I cannot stress that enough. And that's kind of like one of the strongest points of Alan Becker's show. It's like, it's just really fun watch. It's a really fun watch. And like, also, you know how I said like at first it's not that deep? Well, the show actually gets pretty deep. Like, look at Animation vs. Minecraft episode 30, I think. Like, it's in season 3 of the Animation vs. Minecraft shorts. Like, look, you got the 30-minute episode of following King Orange and the loss of his son due to the Minecraft game. That story, like, I feel like that should be enough to tell you that this is just no ordinary stick figure show. But then you also have stuff like the latest Animation vs. Animator short season 2, where, you know, you have Victim, a character that was all the way back in 2006, brought back, and now he has a big backstory and all. Like, look, honestly, I can't really explain this properly. You just have to check out Alan Becker's show yourself to find out why I like it so much. But moving on to the final show of the video, which is The Amazing Digital Circus. Like, okay, honestly, what did you expect? I'm just gonna I put it to the very top. Honestly, like, Digital Circus at first, when I first saw it, like, I just saw it on my phone pop out randomly. I was like, why not? Let's just check it out. And I was like, oh, that was fun. I want to keep continuing. And then I kept continuing, and I kept continuing. And then all of a sudden I'm like, I'm obsessed with these characters, okay? I want to know what happens next every episode. Because even though each episode can technically be self-contained, I want to see what's next. I want to see what's gonna happen. I'm just invested. It's the most invested show, well, indie show I've been in like a while. Like I don't know, The Amazing Digital Circus. There is a reason why these characters have so much fan art, and there is a reason why I posted a fan art of Pomni holding a gun before the gun episode came out. Because you can just do a lot with these characters. What can I say that hasn't been said already? Pomni is the most traumatized being on the entire planet. Gango is really a good representation of what art people feel like now that AI is taking over. Zubul is literally just a walking icon. Like, for anyone who feels out of place, she's the walking icon of that. Kinger is just... okay, I don't know what exactly to call Kinger, but like Jax, like you have the stubborn, prideful one that's like actually has some deep issues inside. Ragita, you got the all-too-kind person, and that scene in the latest episode, that kind of hit home to me because I kind of related to Ragita over there. It's like, I want to be there for my friends also. And like, Ragita, you just hit me in the feels there. Like, I don't know what else to say. Like, each episode of the Digital Circus just gets better and better and better. I don't think I should be explaining this very long for you guys because I'm pretty sure you also watch the Digital Circus. But I'm pretty sure that's just gonna wrap my video up. What do you think of my thoughts on these indie shows? I feel like I've rambled on way too long, and I should probably find a way to make this video shorter so it doesn't take up a lot of my life. But like, anyways, that's the video, I guess.